Hi there, it's Mrs. Drake with the trombone, and this is going to be Book 2, Lesson 1. And this video is for trombone, baritone, and French horn. Trombone, baritone horn, and French horn. So Book 2, Lesson 1. So let's take a look. Okay, so I'm going to be holding the trombone book here. So anyways, no new notes on lesson 1, but there is a new rhythm. And this rhythm is an 8th note followed by 2 16th notes. See how there's like a double black beam there? That is called 16th notes, 16th notes. And the value of a 16th note is 1/4 of a beat. So 4 of them fit in one beat. Okay, so can you tell that that's one leg of a TT? So TT. But in this one, it's going to be T-ticka. And I prefer to use the nickname grasshopper instead of T-ticka, grasshopper. So the speed of hopper is called 16th notes. So you got to think of the relationship. If the tas are going to be ta, 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 then you know the speed of TT has to be twice as fast to that. T, 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 T. And then 4/16 notes has to be twice as fast as that. Ticka, 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 ticka. And so that means grasshopper would be grasshopper, 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 grasshopper. Because grasshopper has to fit in one beat. So let me do those nicknames again. Ta, ta, ti, 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 ti. Ticka, 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 grasshopper, 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 grasshopper. So you got to get used to the relationship mathematically of those things. Okay, so everybody let's take a look at song 1. The French horn has a C, the trombones and the baritones have an F. I'm not going to play song 1. I would like to just practice saying the nicknames for the rhythm of song 1. And you can clap along if you want. If you want to play it on your horn, go ahead. But on song 1, I'm just going to say the nicknames. Remember, TT, tas, and grasshoppers, just so you can get used to the speed and the relationship mathematically of these rhythms. So song 1, I'm going to do T, T, ta, grasshopper, ta. That's going to be the speed. Try to say it with me. 1, 2, ready, song 1. T, T, ta, grasshopper, ta, grasshopper, T, T, grasshopper, ta. T, T, ta, grasshopper, ta, grasshopper, T, T, grasshopper, ta. Yeah. Okay, song 2, we are going to play this one, but take a look at song 2, and remember, if you want to ever just practice saying the rhythms, I call it chanting it. Chanting, that can really help you get the idea of the speed. Song 2 will be grasshopper, T, T, grasshopper, T, T, grasshopper, T, T, ta. That's the speed I'm going to go. So if you feel like that's too fast for you, feel free to turn off the video and just practice it at a slower speed. Or you could simply just hold your horn and move your fingers, or in trombone, move your arm, and just listen to me play it and see if you can get the feeling for how it goes. But eventually I hope you can play your trombone with me, or your baritone or your French horn along with me. Song 2, everybody warm up the first note. Of course, look at your key signature. French horns, you have a B flat key signature, so first finger for the B flats. Trombones and baritones, you have B flat, E flat. Everybody warm up the first note of song 2. Grasshopper, T, T. Song 2, everybody. Ready, go. I apologize. Sometimes I lose my tone. I have a little bit of trouble with my lips. But you can count on me to get the slide positions right and to get the rhythms right. Okay, song 3. Grasshopper, grasshopper will be the speed I'm going to go on this one. Check the key signature. French horns, you have B flat and E flat. Trombones and baritones, you have B flat, E flat, and A flat. So you got to tell yourself, do you trust yourself to remember that? Feel free to write reminders in pencil. Feel free. So French horns, remember E flat is middle finger. If you want to draw a flat sign or a 2 on your E's, feel free. Trombones and baritones, you have to do A flat. You have to remember to do A flat. On the trombone, it's 3rd position. On baritone, A flat is 1st finger. So feel free to write in reminders about those key signatures. Song 3, everybody warm up your first note. Grasshopper, Ready, song 3. Okay, song number 4. Again, check the key signature. It's different than song 3. Check the key signature. So baritones and trombones, the A's, I'm looking through it, there are no A's anyways. In French horn, there are no E's in it anyways. French horn, notice it does go to a high C. In measure 3, you do end up having to go up to a high C. So if you want to circle that, remember high C is no fingers on French horn. Okay, everybody, look at song 4. Everybody, notice the grass and the hopper are 2 different notes now. Notice the grasshopper are 2 different notes. Everybody warm up the first measure. Warm up the full first measure. Song 4. 1, 2, ready, go. It's getting a little more complicated. Remember, if I'm going too fast, feel free to turn off the video and try it at a slower speed, or simply move your hands, listen to me do it, and see if you can keep up. Okay, song 6. I'm going to grab a drink of water, look over song 6, check the key signature. French horns, on song 6, you have to go up to a high D. Please notice in measure 2 French horns, you have a high D. High D is first finger with a lot of power. French horns, notice in measure 4, they have an accidental where they put a B natural. And French horns, remember B natural is middle finger. Feel free to write memos to yourself. Totally okay to have a pencil and write memos to yourself. Trombones and baritones, song 6, you have B flat and E flat. That's probably your favorite key signature. But anyways, look in measure 4. Do you notice they mark an accidental E natural? In measure 4, E natural, remember that's going to be second position or middle finger if you're playing the baritone. So you might want to circle it or put a 2 to remind yourself. Okay, song 6. Everybody warm up the first few notes. Song 6. Remember, if this is too fast for you, just feel free to move your hands. Listen to me play it the first time. All right, song 6. Ready, go. The night departs. The night departs. Check the key signature. Okay, French horns have no key signature. I'm looking through to see if there's any B's. There's no B's. Trombones and baritones, you have B flat key signature. Only B flat. So that means the E's have to be played with 2. Second finger on baritone or second position on trombone. The A's have to be played in the same manner. A has to be second finger on baritone or second position on trombone. So you got to tell yourself, do you trust yourself to remember to do that? There's going to be a lot of second positions or middle finger on this song. All of the E's and all of the A's have to be played with 2 second. So feel free to write in a few reminders. Trombone, don't do any of the slurs. Trombone, do not do any of the slurs. French horn and baritone, the first time you might want to leave the slurs off to make it a little bit easier, but eventually I expect you to get those slurs figured out. For French horn and baritone, try to do the slurs. Trombone, do not do the slurs. Okay, looking through it. Okay. All right, so everybody, the night departs. Everybody warm up your first rhythm. Oh, I just noticed something. The French horn part is not exactly the same as the trombone baritone part, okay? So, French horn people, sometimes you won't be matching me exactly. Please realize that sometimes you won't be matching me exactly, and that's the way it is. The last song on every lesson page, is sometimes written in harmony, where the books don't match exactly. It will sound nice together, but every note doesn't exactly match. The reason is they have a recording that goes with it, and I already have posted that, so please check that out. There are recordings of a band playing the last song on every page. So this Night Departs, there is a recording of band with, flutes and clarinets and trumpets and drums and all that stuff. So I encourage you that once you get the Night Departs, and this goes for this whole book, the last song on every lesson page. When you get it pretty smooth, I encourage you to put the recording on and try to play along with it. Okay, so the night departs. Everybody find your first note. Grasshopper, tee, tee. Okay, the night departs. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, and that was lesson 1.